Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and this is part 3 of my son brings home junk from the flea market. And this is about forging and clamping. And so I think we're going to start with this guy right here. This thing is awesome. This is if you want to hand crank with a coal forge and use coal, and you're hand cranking old school. And look at the markings on this guy. This is amazing. And supposedly this is the Cadillac of all air blower forges where you crank by hand. Look at the casting and everything on that. So we got a streamer on here. It's windy out today. And my son's going to crank this. All right, there you go. Oh my gosh, you cannot, okay, let her go. You cannot believe how much air flows through this with so little cranking. So I think that's why this is a Cadillac. So it's the Model 400, 1900s about, and it's made by
Champion Blower and Forge Company.
Champion Blower and Forge Company. How good is that? That thing puts out a ton of air. All right, we'll continue. Okay, so right here is my son's pre-1908 hay button, and it's 200 pounds, all right? That's his go-to anvil. His baby he bought a long time ago, but now he's got the little baby. So let's look at that. Okay, so at the flea market he found the little baby hay button, and this is pre-1908, and that's going to go well with his big hay button. And so he found this at the sale here, and I really like this one. Just needs a little wire brush, but it is awesome. Pre-1908, and he got a great deal on this. And I told him not to bring home any more anvils. But here we go, and I understand why he got this one. It is so cool, and it's got a nice horn on it, and a little wire brush and oil, and she's good to go. All right. Okay, he brought home this gasoline torch made by Link. And if anything, it's a wall hanger, but it is awesome. It probably works beautiful. And there's the logo up front. It's just cool. And it was cheap. All right. Okay, got a couple of these. These are like calipers when you're checking while you're forging, and you can check the width and everything. And that's how they did it back in the day, and they're cool. All right, let's talk vices. You're way better off buying an old school vise versus like a Harbor Freight vise. There's a huge difference. So here is an old Wilton 350, and it's beautiful. It turns beautiful. The jaws are perfect. Everything's square. And then we have I forgot the name of this
Parker.
one. Then we have a Parker. My son loves this one. It has the original paint on there. All original for the same price. Basically, if you pay $5 more than a Harbor Freight, and this thing is gorgeous. And they are so much better than buying cheap Chinese. And these are old. What year is this one?
The Parker? It could be as old as 30s. Parkers
Okay, the Parker could be from the 30s, 40s. All right, and this is more like 80s, I think.
Yeah, that Wilton was probably produced in the 80s. That's a Wilton Bullet.
Okay, that's a Wilton Bullet 350 and the old Parker. And the jaws are so nice. And so,
Kind of a neat feature on the Parker is if you put the handle up, you know how it usually drops? Parkers don't drop.
that's nice. I like that. So it didn't fall down. All right, turn that thing for us. The jaws are so smooth. There's a huge difference, people. Do the Wilton. Turn this around.
See, on the Wilton, it just drops. So, but
Yeah, I
it's a
know.
very smooth action
It's
vise.
very smooth and it clamps precise. And that's what you want. So, hey, don't give up on the old stuff, people. I'm just glad my boy, I'm hugging him right now. Got that hug?
Bitch.
He loves old school stuff, and I'm so happy and proud of my boy. Okay, let's finish this off with the Eagle Oiler Model 66. These have gone crazy. Ever since machinists on YouTube were talking about these, this fits my son's middle collection of Eagles, and it was the holy grail for him, and he found one, and they are just awesome as an oiler. And I love the retro, and I love everything about it. As a matter of fact, I told Kenny Eagle Eye Shooting, now that my son filled his collection, we're going to find one for Eagle Eye because it's got his name on it right there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like retro stuff. My son sure does, and so do I. It's just great. America. Until next time, thanks for watching.